Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming at you guys again with yet another. And y'all already know what time it is, man. Another weekend, which means another sneaker release on top of another sneaker release on top of yet another sneaker release, which means it is time for Heat or Hype, where we go through all the sneaker releases this week, rumors that we've been seeing throughout the week, some stuff that might be coming out in a little bit, and just throw out our opinions. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or it was just that basura that I did not want to put it on the screen and talk about it with y'all. I don't even want to expose y'all to that sneaker or to whatever was dropping. So y'all already know what time it is. Oh, and by the way, just seen Avengers Infinity War, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. I'm not even a movie guy and I want to talk about it. Just know if you haven't seen it yet, go see that joint. I thought it was really good, but that's not sneakers. So let's get to the topic of the video. So first up this week, I'm sorry, I was like contemplating leaving this one on the list or not, because these are basura, these are garbage in my opinion, but I knew if I left them all, people would ask about them. So the Kawhi Leonard Air Jordan 1 or the Pass the Torch Air Jordan 1. And these joints right here, these are trash, bro. They're garbage in my opinion. Like, I was gonna try and get up here and be nice and be like, oh, they're not really my style, but these, I don't know, bro. These are not it. These are not for me, and I passed on these with ease. Slept on these with ease. Was very comfortable in my bed with the pillow, laying down, snoozing on this release right here. So y'all can let me know if y'all want this shoe, or if you cop this shoe, if you're trying to resell. I've seen people selling it for over $350 on Twitter, just trying to see what they can get. And honestly, if they don't sell them within the next couple of days, I feel like this shoe is gonna just drop. Resale is gonna drop really low on them. So if you haven't copped a pair yet, or if you're looking to get a pair for resale, I mean, you might want to wait a day or two and just see where the prices go. But this Kawhi Leonard joint, these are trash, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're just not it, bro. These are not it. Another release from Jordan Brand this weekend. This is probably the hotter release from JB, and that was the Cool Gray 11, the low top. And once again, I did not care about this release. That's why I didn't buy it. That's why you didn't guys start seeing a pickup on it or anything like that. I just didn't review it. I just really wasn't feeling this shoe. A lot of people had asked me, like, was I gonna get it? And honestly, bro, I slept really easily on this 11 low release. Most of the 11 lows I've caught before, I ended up letting go of. I think I still have my snake skins, but like the cherry lows, the UNC lows, I ended up just letting those go either probably like 2 or 3 months down the road. And if I could have got this shoe early to do a review and then just sold it and let it go, I would have done that. But to go out to the store and pick it up and then do a review a little bit later, I just really wasn't feeling that. I'm not feeling the 11 lows like that. And this Cool Gray joint, it's just another filler to me, honestly. Like, I just feel like it's another filler JB release, and there's a lot more fire. And there was another sneaker this week that I would much rather buy than the Cool Gray Air Jordan 11 low. So y'all let me know if y'all score. I've seen a lot of people going for them, so I'm happy for if you got them. And for me though, once again, bro, these they're not it. Well, just wasn't it for me. This week we also got a look at the new Spectra shoe. That is the Air Max BW and 97 mix. You got the 97 sole on a BW upper. One is white and blue and one is white and red. These ones aren't blowing me away. I kind of like the original 97s that he did better than this BW, but who knows, maybe come release date, maybe once I see him in hand and in person, I'll like him a little bit better. I'm not the biggest fan of the BW by itself, but with that 97 bottom, I think it makes it look a little bit better. And plus, since I like the 97s, I'm gonna like the bubble on the bottom. So from what I've seen, it seems like they're gonna be apparel to go with this as well, like a whole tracksuit. The tracksuit was looking kind of fire. So if anything, I'll probably go for the tracksuit. The actual shoe, we'll have to see how that one goes. Next up, we got a small glimpse at A$AP Rocky's new shoe with Under Armour, or at least a sample from Under Armour. And honestly, when everyone saw the pictures, and when I saw the pictures, I thought this was an Osiris shoe. I thought this was like an old skate shoe, but no, this is the sample of A$AP Rocky's shoe. And I don't know, man, it just borrows really heavily from the Osiris sneaker, from an old skate shoe, like super heavy borrowing from the design aspect. So for me, I probably won't be picking these up when the old Osiris dropped. I didn't pick those up. There was a time and place where, you know, skate shoes were really popping. I remember walking in DTLR and buying some DCs for like 30 bucks and just rocking those out for a little while until the trend kind of passed and I let go of them. So this new A$AP shoe, For me, from what I'm seeing, they're not gonna be for me, especially if it looks like the Osiris or the old Osiris model. I'm just gonna be easily passing on. I thought it was gonna look a little bit different, but hey, we'll see what happens when they actually drop. So there was actually another early drop of the Katrina Air Jordan 3. This was down in New Orleans at Sneaker Politics. Of course, I'm not based in New Orleans, otherwise I would have been there to try to get my pair. But the Katrina 3, I'm gonna speak about it a little bit here because I know that they're gonna be releasing, I think May 11th is the release date, I think in about 2 weeks. I definitely want the Katrina 3, all white and red. You can't go wrong. Easy to match with shoe, easy to wear shoe. And I mean, if you don't have a black cement 3, this is a nice little substitute for that shoe. But the Katrina 3, I do like the sneaker. I will be going for it, and I'm gonna just leave it at that for right now. They did drop at Sneaker Politics in New Orleans, but if you're hearing this now, it is too late. Next up, we had another collab from Bodega and New Balance drop. Now this was the 998, dubbed the Mass Transit pair. And honestly, I was definitely checking for this shoe, but the way that Bodega released them is that everyone that was in store had their chance first, and any extra pairs were gonna be thrown up online. So the only real way to get these was if you were in Boston or had a homie in Boston to get them. For right now, there is no online release. The sneakers sold out completely, and I was definitely checking for this 998. That's probably my best or my favorite New Balance model is the 998. One of my favorite collabs was the C-Note. This Bodega collab, the Mass Transit pair, is dope as well. And yeah, man, I was looking for these. I'd definitely rather have this shoe than the Cool Gray 11s. I know for some of y'all that's like sounds blasphemous, but that's just how much I really did not care about that Cool Gray 11 drop. But these 998s, they're clean. Unfortunately, no online release, so no pairs for me. Next up, we had another brand new Nike model debut, and Nike, they love this Vapor Max sole and they are throwing it on everything. I really didn't expect this shoe to drop ever. This wasn't a thought of a shoe that they would throw the Vapor Max sole on. But the Nike Eneva woven, you guys know I have a couple pairs. I've been letting some of my pairs go on both Bodega, and this is the Eneva woven upper on the Vapor Max sole. It's another one I'm kind of iffy on from what I've seen. I mean, Ronnie Fieg's pictures, they look good. So in that picture, they look good. Some of the stock photos, they didn't look as good. So we'll see. I may pick one of these up and I may not. I just want to kind of see them in hand in person before I actually make my final decision. So y'all know I love the Eneva woven. That's a great shoe. I have a couple pair of the free Eneva wovens, but the Vapor Max one, we'll have to see. The 97 Vapor Max has definitely been growing on me, and I would like to have a pair of those, but I'm not really pressed for them. I'm not paying resale. If I see them in store, I'll cop, but for resale, $5 over retail, I'm good on that. So brand new Nike model. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about this one. Okay, so this next shoe, I like the shoe, but I'm iffy on it because of the way that they've chose to do it. And that is the Pure White instead of the Pure Money. I don't know why they're calling it Pure White, but the Pure White Air Jordan 3. Now, of course, it's a little bit different than the Pure Money Air Jordan 3. It does have like a regular leather strip. There's no patent leather on the shoe. And they also chose to do an icy outsole on this Air Jordan 3. And I can already hear people making the argument, well, why are you complaining about the, the clear sole on the pure whites when you really like the free throw lines? Well, there's a reason the free throw lines work a lot better than the Pure White pair. I think they would have done a lot better if they just did the white sole on these. Man, it's just like it's not even a small, I want to say it's a small difference, but I think in hand, in person, the blue isn't gonna look as bad, but I don't think it's gonna look as good as if they just did a regular white outsole, just like on the Pure Money Air Jordan 3. And why are they even switching it? Just re-drop the Pure Moneys. What is this Pure White business? I just wish they would have just done the Pure Money Air Jordan 3 and stop playing around and do a Pure White colorway. But I'll probably get a pair to do a review for you guys because I think it'll be a nice summer shoe still. Just JB, next time, just drop the Pure Moneys, bro. No need for Pure Whites. So something new, the release I was probably most excited about this weekend was the Puma Thunder Spectra. Brand new Puma model, of course, kind of linking itself to those more chunky sneakers. But I watched my homie Eddie Wynn's video, and from what I've seen, he was like, they look chunky in pictures, but they aren't as big. Some people, I think I was watching like Joe Budden's podcast, he called them the Puma Balenciagas. So I guess you could see some similar differences or some similarities from the Balenciaga 1’S to this shoe. but I think Puma's done a really good job with this shoe. And you know, I kind of snoozed on it. There was one shop near me that had them, and I just was too late, bro. I already called them. They told me they were sold out. So the Puma Thunder Spectra is definitely a model that I'm looking into, and with more colorways dropping, I think they'll become more widely available. This first drop seemed very limited, but I think Puma's got some good shit going on with this shoe, and I really like the colors that they use on this one. Keep this one on your radars. I didn't have this shoe, but this one would have been another one that I threw on top of my top spring and summer sneakers list. Another great shoe. I think it's gonna look good with shorts, some socks, sweats, and you can keep it moving. So this one I like. This was the one I was probably gonna go for most out of anything dropping this weekend. I slept, I missed it, but we'll still be going for it. Puma Thunder Spectra. Y'all let me know how you feeling these right here. Next up, we got another shoe that is a great addition to the top spring and summer sneakers, and the only reason that this shoe wasn't on the list is because I didn't actually have a pair to show you guys, and that is the Golf Lafleur and Converse. They released 5 new colorways. These are like the mono colorways, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I think it's like blue, red, a creamish color, there's probably a yellow one and a green. I think that's all 5 of the colorways. And once again, y'all know I'm a big Tyler Creator fan, and one day I will own a Golf Lafleur Converse sneaker. I just haven't copped a pair yet, and if I had a pair, it definitely would have made it to the list. Just like I said, I didn't have a pair, but all 5 new colorways that were Golf Lafleurs. Y'all let me know if you copped any. My favorite probably would be maybe the green or that blue color. I like those. I like those colorways. And to end off this week, we got some more Yeezy and Off-White news. Apparently, some pictures have surfaced of the UNC Off-White Air Jordan 1. I spoke about these a couple weeks ago, but there were no official pictures, just Photoshop renderings and stuff. And of course, I'm gonna go for this shoe. Who isn't gonna go for this shoe? And I probably will be taking home that L and hopefully turn that into a delayed W. There are still no Off-White Air Jordan 1s in my collection, but one day I will add a pair. But the UNC Air Jordan 1, there's not many pictures, so not a lot to talk about right now. In some more Yeezy news, we got a quick look at an all black pair of 700s as well as an all black pair of Mudrat 500s. Now these 700s look like that second version, not this first version, and the Mudrats look like the exact same pair that I talked about in last week's video when Kanye was on Twitter going crazy, and he's still going crazy and doing this thing on Twitter. But it's the same exact shoe, or at least it looks very similar. So all black 700, all black Mudrat. I'll be waiting to see how these go and how they drop. Last up for this week, we got a brand new look at 2 colorways of the Off-White Presto. The second and third version, you have an all white pair, and then you have an all black pair with the white swoosh. Honestly, these don't beat the original Presto. Y'all know how high I hold that original Off-White Presto on my list. That was my top sneaker of 2017, and these, they're not gonna beat them. These colorways are not beating it. But we'll just see how it goes. But these Prestos, to me, they're good looking, but I also seen a gray pair supposedly, so I like the gray better than the black and the white. But we're just gonna have to hold on and see what happens when they actually drop. So listen, man, that is gonna be it. That is gonna be a wrap for the video, man. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat. The Snapchat is bull.cb, by the way. Here, there, Buzzbot, of course, Bullet RC, and I will see y'all on that next video. Y'all let me know if I missed out on anything. Go ahead and scream at me down below if I missed anything, or if it's just something that you want to talk about. Hey, there's a comment box down below. Make sure you drop a like on this video, finesse the bell. New videos on the way. You already know what it is, and that's it. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.
Mr. Memo. I'm on safari, I'm getting head, life's wild. These niggas say that they would die to live a lifestyle. I'm sipping in and fill up limb with the strap.